Pregame, yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up to the pregame, yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Catch a vibe.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to another episode of Pregame Podcast. We lit, we live, and while y'all at it, just make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We back. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been about 2 weeks, right? Because we didn't do anything for the draft. Last week I had to work, so I couldn't get on. So I was like, I gotta come on this week. I missed y'all, man. Pregame game, we in here.
Hey, say gang.
I'm excited to see y'all. If y'all are new here, welcome to the Pregame Podcast. It's your boy Carlo, aka Elo.
What you talking about? It's Elo.
We out here. I see people in the chat already. Sierra, what's good with you? What's up, Doug? My guy. We about to link up. Me and Doug about to link up soon. It's about to be a movie. So I'm excited about that. My boy Slick Vic in the building. What's good, my boy? So yeah, we active today. We got a few more people coming in. So we know we got Shad. We got Vashti pulling up as well. But look, man, I'm excited. It's been a minute since we had everybody back. Speaking of some people, let me pull up my guy real quick. Shad.
I can't hear you, bro. My fault. It's on my
you
side.
You good? No worries. I got you. Why you fixing that? I just want y'all to know, man, if y'all new here, one thing we always start off with is what you pulling up with, right? If you're new here, what that means is we don't want to, if you've been to a pregame before, you always do not show up empty-handed to that pregame, right? Here at the Pregame Podcast, we don't want you to pull up with anything tangible. We just want to see how your week was. So what kind of energy, what kind of vibe are you pulling up with, right? So while y'all writing down what y'all pulling up with, my guy Shad, long time no see, my brother.
Up, man? My fault, bro. What's good, man?
Nah, you good, bro. You good. I'm good, man. It's been a minute since we caught up and talked, man. How's everything, bro? How you been?
I'm good. Hanging in there, man. Good stuff. Busy.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. We all good.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so you know what I'm gonna ask you, man. What you pulling up with? What kind of vibe? What kind of energy you pulling up with?
Oh man, big weekend coming up for your boys. Got a fundraiser party, so it's gonna be lit. I'm excited, ready to get to it.
It's that vineyard one, right?
Yeah, we got that. We got a golf tournament tomorrow, so I don't play.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be out there. Out there watching, and a lot of good stuff coming out. Give some scholarships out next week. So feeling good, man. It's good stuff.
I love it, man. I love it. Outside doing the good trouble, getting in good trouble.
For sure. Facts. 1,000 was a good reference too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you already know. You caught that. But man, I gotta come to that fundraiser one.
Divine
year,
Vibes.
Yeah,
it's dope.
it looked pretty cool,
good,
man. It's my vibe.
It's fun.
It's my vibe. So I'm gonna have to come check
old
y'all
people, out. Old people. 40, 30, mid range, like the good vibe.
Hey,
man.
No
vibe.
Trouble. Nobody getting in no trouble.
No trouble, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody just want to have a good time. We here for a good time, not a long time.
Facts. We done by 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? So you could go into the crib.
It.
Bro, we good.
Go to sleep.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Facts.
That's right up my alley, bro. I'm getting to that age, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here like that.
That's the life, bro. Get in and get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. We're gonna get into that. I'm glad you brought up the age thing because I got something for you to react to around that
Facts.
The age group and stuff. So before we do it though, what I'm pulling up with T. And I ain't pulling up with no T in terms of what y'all looking for. I'm pulling with T because I'm under the weather.
You sick? Yeah, I can hear
yeah, bro.
Something
got me, bro. Sinus or something, bro. But I wanted to reschedule, but I haven't been on the last 2 weeks because of the draft, and then I had to work last week late. So I was like, I gotta do something, bro. So I need y'all. I'm feeding off of your energy shot. I'm feeding off of everybody is in here. I'm feeding off y'all energy because your boy is tired. All right, your boy going to sleep right after this. But
Facts.
Vashti should be here soon. I think she had to work, so she got some stuff going on, but she will jump in soon. So we got a lot to talk about today. First things first. Let me go through the agenda and let y'all know what we got going on, right? So you already know we're going to do pregame reacts. This is the only part of the agenda that I do not tell Shad and Vashti what we're talking about, but we're going to react to it live. Also, I got another one, a pregame playlist, right? So I got a song for us to listen to and see if it's pregame approved will it be able to join the pregame playlist, if you will? And then we're gonna talk about, if you saw what the episode title is, Standing Ovation, right? It's a lot of sports performances that have gone on this week or in the past couple of weeks that deserve some recognition. You know what I mean? And there's some things that have happened in the sports world or even just the pop culture world that should be talked about, should be criticized. Now, one thing, disclaimer: we ain't talking about Diddy tonight. Okay. We're not talking about Shannon Sharp. We're not talking about all the stuff that's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? If we need to talk about that one day, we can, but we're not talking about it right now. So I'm just gonna let y'all know we're not going down that route. But we got to start off with the pregame reacts. So we're gonna get into it. Let me see. Where do I want to start? Oh, since you brought up the age thing, I'm gonna bring this up. So this guy went viral. He made a video. He was talking about the different age groups. You know what I mean? Like, here on the pregame, we talked about the YN R&B. You probably seen this.
I did see it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about it because I thought it was very interesting, right? So I want to hear the chat. I need y'all to get involved too because we want to see, basically the question behind this video is he right or is he wrong? All right, so let's get into it.
So look, I'm starting what? Little niggas is from 8 to 14. Okay. Them the little niggas. YNs. No. Little niggas. Let them go, huh? YNs is from 15 to 25. Those are YNs. 26 to 35, 34, that's big bro. 36 to 44, that's them. 45 to 55, that's OG them. That's OG.
Yeah, take notes.
Nah. When you start getting into the 60s and 70s, respect your elders, folks.
Hey, what say you, Shaw? He broke it down,
Bro.
He broke it down pretty well.
Did. I thought he would, I felt like he was taking shots at me. I mean, like I felt like he got it just about right.
Okay.
I would like to be in big bro category, but I'm a couple years off, so I'm unk status, and I'm okay with that. But obviously I would like to be big bro. I think being a YN at 25 is crazy.
Being a YN,
you need to drop that age.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, you got to drop that a little bit. You know what I mean? So big bro age bracket could be a little bit larger. But being a YN at 25 is not the move. You know what I mean? So, but again, I thought this was pretty spot on. I'm gonna go ahead and take that on the chin. I be unk. You know what I mean? It's all good. It is what it is. I had somebody call me OG the other day.
Ooh.
So it's cool. I mean, I'm getting up there, so it is what it is. It is what it is.
How do you hit it? Was it like my fault OG or like what's good OG? Like
man, yeah, it was like I forgot what the scenario was, but it just caught me off guard, so it kind of stuck with me because that was the first time somebody had called me one of these on this list, and I was like, yo, come on, bro, like, come on, I don't feel that old, you know what I mean? But I think he was just like, this was a scenario. He was, I was walking in the mall, right, and if you go to the mall, you know how they got the folk in the middle.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
He was like, "Yo,
shoes."
Right? Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was. It wasn't the shoes. It was the soaps and stuff.
Okay.
He was like, "Y'all got something for you, OG." I was like, "Oh, no, I'm straight." That's how it was. So it was dope. It was cool little interaction. But that was the first time somebody had called me OG. So I was like, okay.
I was like, wait a minute.
Starting to show a little bit.
Bro, so I haven't been called OG yet, but the funny part about it though, Shad, you know this from fraternity life. Everybody want to be OG in fraternity life. Like you want to be called OG. But outside in the real world, you don't want to be called OG, right? I've been called big bro before, like, oh, it's good, big bro. Like, so I've caught that, and that still kind of feels a little weird to me too. To be like, what's good, big bro? OG is wow. What about Unk? Have you been called Unk before? And I'm gonna bring
nobody has called me Unk before. Big bro, obviously, like you said, for fraternity life, that's kind of normal. But Unk, I haven't hit Unk yet, that's my category. So I kind of feel good about that. You know what I mean? Nobody's called me that yet.
Okay. Vashti.
Hey guys.
What's up? How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Have you
seen
this?
I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing?
I know it's on me. I'm good. Hope you're feeling good.
Bro, it's on all of us.
I see you in the streets. I see you in the streets, Vashti.
What streets?
I mean, just Instagram. You working.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. If you didn't see, if you don't follow Carolina Blitz and you saw her on the IG playing the piano, little Felicia Keys out here doing her thing out there. She was doing her
Ha
thing.
ha ha.
She talked about it before. No, I brought it up
Alicia
because
Keys.
hey, you laughed. You thought it was funny.
Yeah, that
But
was
look,
cute.
we talked about it before on the podcast of like you playing instruments, and that's how we realized like, okay, you got some skills outside of just your writing skills. You know what I mean?
I
So
tried. My mom. All props to my mom.
shout out to Mama Blitz. Vashta, did you see this viral video about the man breaking down the age
No.
groups? We'll run it back one time because I want to get
Mm-mm.
your thoughts on it. Have you been called auntie before?
Cut it out.
I'm asking.
Roll the tape. Cut it out and roll the tape.
I'm not. No disrespect. I'm just asking because
Cut it out and roll the tape, Carlo.
Yes, ma'am.
So look, I'm started what? Little niggas is from 8 to 14. Okay. Them the little niggas. YNs. No. Little niggas. Let them go, huh? YNs is from 15 to 25. Those are YNs. 26 to 35, 34. That's big bro. 36 to 44. That's unk them. 45 to 55. That's OG now. That's OG. Now, when you start getting into the 60s and 70s, respect your elders, folks. Respect your elders.
Do you agree? Do you agree with that age group, the way he broke that down?
I need to know his age. I think his age matters.
Okay.
I think the unk is, I don't know about that age range, but maybe, I mean, if he's in his, because unk is like somebody who might be old parents' age, maybe a little younger. So depending on how old he is, he
So
look
then-
like he well into his 20s.
I would assume
At
that.
at the least.
I would assume that too. I would assume he's in a big bro status. That's what I would say. That's what I
Yeah.
would think.
So I don't know. I guess I don't know, but no, I've never been called auntie.
Good. You know what I mean? Like you in that, how you think you feel like if anybody called you auntie, would you take that as disrespect? Or would you understand like, okay, it is what it is?
It depends on the context.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. All right, so let's get into some other clips. This one right here, I cracked up, right? So, Shad, you understand? Shad, question for you. In terms of parenting, excuse me, are you the disciplinarian or are you the more so chill, fun dad, especially with you having girls? Or is your wife like the disciplinarian, like I'll handle all this? Question.
Yeah. I'm good cop. I'm
Okay.
too laid back, too cool. So I'm always good cop. My wife is bad cop. But I consider myself the cool parent, bro. I've
Okay.
always been like that. I don't really discipline my kids like that too crazy, unless I need to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one of them parents that's like where you don't want me to get upset, and I think my kids understand that, so they don't push it too far. You know what I mean? So I step in when I need to, but for the most part, I'm pretty laid back.
Yeah, they know if you getting involved, it's something serious.
Facts.
Fair enough. Well, it's funny growing up now and seeing these new parenting tactics because, everyone is doing this gentle parenting thing, which is totally fine. But I saw this viral new parenting tactic and I want y'all's opinion on it. Here we go.
Why you crying? You know what time it is. Drills, you already know. Get up. You gotta learn how to control your emotions.
Hey, could you imagine, like,
Bruh.
being a parent and be like, you know what, you got in trouble, Drew Hills. Like, instead of run some hills, give me them Drew Hills.
Bro, Drew Hills is crazy. I saw one kid doing this, and he couldn't get the rhythm of it. Bro, that was so wild, bro. But doing Drew Hills as punishment is crazy. That is extremely tiring. I couldn't imagine trying to get through the first verse alone. You know what I mean? So like, nah, that's tough. Drew Hills is crazy.
Yo, question for y'all. And Vashai, you can answer first if you want. What was, if you can remember, one of the most like moments you got in trouble that you remember so much because of the repercussions that came from it? Do you have one of those moments you like, I remember this whooping, or I remember this particular situation? Oh, you one of those kids, you ain't getting no whoopings. Mama Bliss didn't whoop you. You ain't getting no
I
trouble.
got spankings very rarely though. I was a pretty good
You was a good
You
kid.
know? Yeah,
Fair enough, Shaw. What
I
about
was a
you?
pretty good
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, I got one, and I was a pretty good kid too. But I don't recall what I did. I just remember a repercussion. But I got my mom choked me, like she didn't choke me out, but almost. She got me by my neck and put a
Oh,
whole
you
body
said
weight
something
on me.
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
I don't know what I did, but she got me. And that's again, I was a pretty good kid. I don't know what I said. I must have said
You
something, but
said
she got me.
something crazy out your
Yeah,
mouth for
she got me.
that.
Facts.
I did. And I again, good kid. I was a good kid, but I did just that one thing. And
Yeah.
she got me, put a whole body weight on me. I was like, okay, all right, you got it, G. I'm done. I'm done.
You no,
Yeah,
that's serious. I don't.
yeah, it was good. It was a good one.
That's definitely a memorable one for sure.
For sure. And that's the only one I remember. I think my dad parented me the same way. So I never wanted my dad to get involved. So I never did anything that crazy to where he had to get involved. My mom got me that one good time.
Okay, respect. I was a good kid too, but I had a mouth on me growing up. You know what I mean? I was the oldest out of three, and you get to that age, you start kind of feeling yourself a little bit. So I got a few different ones, right? Um, One was I was in middle school, right? I think I might have been sixth grade, and my dad gave me money to go to, like, they had a little candy store at the end of school. You can grab your candy, whatever. He gave me like $20, right? Bring me back my change. That's what he told me. Bring me back my change.
Mm,
It might have been 20. I'm assuming it
mm,
was 20. It was a good, maybe $10. I can't remember, right? That part forgot my mind, but what I'm about to tell you didn't forget my mind. So he came. So me, sixth grade, you trying to make friends. You at a new school, so you handing out. Oh, what you need? What you got? I got you. What you want? What you want? I got you. I got you. I got you. Then come back with no money. No
mm.
money. Came home. My dad was like, "Yo, where my money? Where my change at?" And I was like, "What change?" That was a terrible one. Another one, I can't remember what happened. My mom got involved, and
No,
I
we
was a
gotta
little.
know what happened, bruh.
Oh, bro, I got towed up from the flow up. Do you understand me? He took me all the way upstairs because everybody was downstairs eating dinner. He took me all the way upstairs, and they heard everything downstairs.
Statute of
Everything
limitations is
downstairs.
over, bro. We need the
You know what
stories.
I'm saying? The other one was like when I got a little older. I think I said something back to my mom, whatever, and my mom was like, you too big for me to like whoop you." So she's like trying to swing, and I was in there like Roy Jones, boy, or Floyd, dodging everything. And I got out there, and I was like, yeah. My dad was right there. Come here. Oh, it was, yeah. So after that, but look at me now. I'm a law-abiding
Yeah,
citizen. I ain't
exactly,
getting no trouble. I ain't getting no trouble at
Y'all,
school.
wow. Y'all did some stuff.
yeah.
Dodging bullets from your mama?
Floyd,
No. What is
at the
you
shoulder,
doing? You gotta take
Shoulder
those.
roll,
How
roll
old
the
were
shoulder,
shoulder,
you?
roll the shoulder.
roll the
I don't
shoulder,
remember.
Floyd.
Might have been middle school.
Bruh.
I
Middle.
was six. I was about
Child.
16 with mine, and I tested it. I just pressed the button. That was it.
Yeah. But other
Mm.
than that, you know what I'm saying? Like you look, my siblings learned from me. They learned what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? And never got in trouble at
Somebody,
school, all
somebody
that.
in the comments said you were a what now?
That's my sister.
When
And
you said you were a good kid.
yeah, she
I
she
know who
she she
said it.
capping just like you were. Oh, I didn't get any whoopings. I was like, that can't,
I did get whoopings, but it's
maybe a
not anything that I
spanking
would
or
remember.
two. That, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody remember
Goody
at least
two shoes.
one. Everybody remember at least one.
I was told about one, but I don't remember one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
So I got a pregame playlist for you. So I got a song. This artist, his name is Isaiah Falls. If you haven't heard about him, look him up. He's a new-ish artist from Orlando, Florida. He mixes like R&B, soul, and hip hop, like a lot of R&B artists do. But I heard this song, I thought it was cool. The song is called Trick Daddy. And when you think of the song Trick Daddy, I immediately thought that he was going to talk about the artist Trick Daddy, right? But he talking about tricking, you know what I mean? You know, everybody say it ain't tricking if you got it. We're gonna listen to a little bit, 'cause, you know, YouTube be tripping and trying to get me, whatever. But we're gonna listen to a little bit, and I want to know, does this pregame approved? And the way that something is pregame approved here, all three of us gotta agree that it's fire. If not, it don't make the pregame playlist.
Hater mode activated. I want to be the one. You gotta step it up. You
You
gotta
gotta
be
impress,
nice.
right?
I want to be the one to spoil it, but go
All right.
ahead.
Hey, let's find out.
I got money for your hair back, money for your nails back, money for your problems, spend it on a bad day. Money for you, baby, spend it on you daily. Tricking on my lady, fuck it, they can hate me. I get you whatever you want. I get you whatever you want. Whatever you want. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby, tell me what you want.
Carlo like that.
Hey, I'm playing it. Look, all the ones that I have played on here, I've rocked with. This one I was like, we'll find out.
Me too.
I can't always bring fire. I can't always bring fire. We need something to talk about. And this is a debatable song, right? We only played a little bit. It's not a long song. It's like 2 minutes long. The beat is fire. I like the beat, but he ain't saying nothing. But I'll leave it to y'all two first before I give my thoughts.
Oh, are we done? Are we gonna let it run?
I'm gonna stop it there because YouTube, you play the whole song. YouTube started acting weird, so I'll stop it there.
Okay.
Who want to start? Shot.
It ain't. It's not making the playlist. I'll be the best. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Just have a seat.
Thank you.
Sit this one out. This is trash. Okay. I'm sorry. His voice wasn't.
You could have left that where it was.
Yeah, that wasn't it, brother. That wasn't it. Not making the playlist. Not any playlist I'm listening to. Matter of fact, let's rewind and start over and act like we didn't hear it. Okay, that was trash.
Run that back, Turbo.
That's not it. Not it. Nope. It took too long for the beat to drop. I was waiting for the bass. I was like, okay, and it not it. And his voice, it's a thing about voices. His voice was too. It sounded like I don't know what he sounded like, but I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it.
Yeah, he got to go back in the lab. He don't have one with this.
Yeah, that's not it, bro.
This is not
respectfully.
No, disrespectfully, because this is not it. Okay. Like, what were you doing? Like, I mean, if you're gonna talk about paying for hair and nails, you could have come better than that. The content is there for the women. You wrote the song for the women, right?
Bang,
and it's not even good. We can't even vibe with it because it's so bad. No.
Yeah,
it was not.
That
Look,
ain't it, bro.
Let me tell you, I
feel like you did it on purpose, Lo.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
You set him up, bro. Why did you do that?
He always does that. He wants some provocative stuff because it gets the people
gets the people going. There you go.
Hey, look, it's not to me. All right, look. Let me say my piece. All right, Isaiah, good luck on your career journey, my brother. Look, it's an okay song. And every song that I've played on here so far, everybody's been rocking with it. Everybody's like, yo, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. It's a bop. When I heard the song, the first time I heard it, I was like, it's okay. I like the beat, but it's not a lot of content there. So I was like, this is a very debatable song to talk about. And that's why I picked it.
Yeah,
ironically, I've heard of him as an artist.
He's not bad.
I actually have 2 of his songs on a couple of my playlists. So you just picked one of the bad songs. And also, I want to give him props for having the chocolate girl in the video.
For sure. Representation matters for sure. Carlos,
Slick Vic, Carlo was definitely feeling it. He was bopping.
The beat.
Yeah, you was bopping
but here's
hard.
Here's the thing. If I would have sat there like this the whole time, it would have been obvious. I've bopped to every song that we played on here. Go back and look. I bopped to every song. Run it back.
Run that back, Turbo.
I bopped to every song. So that's not gonna stop. Whatever I play, I'm just gonna sit there and every YN R&B song I've bopped to, and we both agreed last time, Vashti, that the last batch was mid, and I still bop to it because I just like music. You know what I'm saying? Will this make a pregame playlist? I don't think so, but
No, ain't no thing. No thing. It
he
won't.
does have better songs on this
I was gonna
album.
say
Yes, he
now
does
we
have
got
better
to get
songs.
another track. We got to
I
give him
will.
another opportunity
For
because
sure.
now my hater mode activated. I don't want to hear nothing from this man now. Look what you done
it
did.
ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. That
Look
song
what
is
you
not.
done did. That's
song
on
is
you.
not
That's
that
your
bad,
fault.
bro.
That was my introduction.
That
First
the
impression
intro
is
was
everything.
bad. Yeah.
Yo,
That was
OG,
first impression is
OG.
everything, bro.
OG, it ain't
Okay, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. All right, that's what we doing.
Oh, he tried it.
He did. That's what we doing. All right.
No, I just look. All I'm saying is like, look. Best of luck. I will find another song. How about this? I'll find another song next week. We'll play a song from Isaiah. We'll give him another shot. Chat, y'all cool with that? Give him another shot. All right, so look, we about to get into some information. Before we go into some news, I got a new segment that I want to try out. Right, we always do starting lineup. I didn't want to do a starting lineup tonight. I wanted to do a new segment called "Take Me Back." Right, this segment called "Take Me Back." It's okay, you could do it on the fly. I got you, Vashti. This is
No, I looked it up. I just didn't. I couldn't.
you good.
I
You good.
couldn't. Yeah.
This is they're super simple, right? So "Take Me Back" is basically you're gonna choose to relive a moment in your time between two options that I come up with, right? And you got to choose which one. Chat, y'all can join in again, but let's get into Take Me Back. All right. So the first one I want to do is choose between your first house party or your first club experience. If you could relive one, your first house party or your first club experience. Let's start with Shot.
What do you want to know about it?
No, just if you could relive one of them, which one are you choosing? And if you want to elaborate, you can. But
I mean, probably first club experience. I've been clubbing since I was in high school. I used to go to a teen club called the Pavilion in Fayetteville. So I was lit. So take me back to Fayetteville. Shout out to the Pavilion near the Coliseum. That I was in these streets. That's why I go to the clubs now. I've been partying since 16, so I'm good.
Fair enough. Vashti, what about you? First house party or first club?
Yeah, I didn't really go to house parties growing up. I don't even really go to house parties now. So it probably have to be the club. I too used to go to the little teen club in Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I can't. But yeah.
Okay.
Do they still have teen clubs?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because of the YNs, man.
But also, like, how do you make money out of in the teen club? You can't serve any liquor.
No drinks. It's true.
Did y'all get in? Did you have to pay to get in? I don't know. I never been to a teen
but
club.
it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah,
I think we might have paid like $10, something like that.
It might have been.
Maybe
It might.
$5.
Was the whole venue a teen club or was it a teen club night?
No, it's whole.
No,
it's a night. No, it was a night for us. It was a night. Like
it might have been a teen club night.
Yeah,
and that's how they
the
make
club
money.
itself had other stuff, and then the night it was like usually Friday nights after the football games.
Yeah,
it used to be turned.
Yeah,
you losing your money on that night though. Like,
oh, for sure. You doing it for the community. Try to keep them out of trouble. Community service. That's how they looking at it.
Or get them in trouble.
Or get them in trouble.
It's a little turn.
Let's keep it a buck. For me, I didn't club until I was 21, and my first club experience was my probate party. So, yeah, I didn't go. I was.
Girl, you was at UNC Charlotte. You didn't go to the club till you were 21.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. So my first club experience was my probate party. So I walked in like, yo, this is lit. People were like, we've been doing this for the last 2 years, bro. Where you been?
Why didn't you go to the club?
That's a good question. I don't know. I didn't feel. I didn't have.
Did you have a girlfriend in college? Like, what was going on?
I did have a girl coming.
Come on, let's get down to the nitty gritty, Carlo. You see what I'm saying?
Carlo
not giving us what is really going down.
But I didn't think of it like that was an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I came into like my freshman year. I had a girlfriend. So,
see, now we getting to it. You see, Rashad, you gotta ask the right question.
You gotta pull the teeth, bro.
You gotta pull it.
You the reporter. Hey, look. So
Come
yeah,
on.
I didn't club until so that my first club experience was so lit because it was like everybody in the club you knew from UC Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So it was a vibe. But yeah, so I gotta pick that. All right, another one. Take me back to the first time I heard my favorite song, or the first time I've watched my favorite movie. First time I heard it doesn't have to be like your absolute favorite, just one of your favorite songs, or one of your favorite movies. The first time you've watched or listened. Let's start with Vashti.
I mean, I don't really have a favorite song or really a favorite movie. I have a top 3 when it comes to movies.
Fair enough.
I definitely don't have a favorite song because I just don't have a favorite song. My musical taste is based on my mood. So, but music will always trump movies for me. So, if we got to go based on that, we'll do that.
For sure. Shot.
This is a tough one. So my favorite movie is Scarface, and I think I watched it on DVD. So there's nothing special about that. A favorite song, bro. That's tough. I can't give you a favorite song, but I give you a moment. For me, I love R&B, right? I like R&B more than I like hip hop or whatever. And so I just remember me being by, like, I think I said this on the show before, but I used to be by the radio trying to catch the songs and record them on my stereo.
Yeah.
So like trying to record, and then I used to write the lyrics down, and that's how I used to memorize songs, writing the lyrics. So I'm gonna go favorite songs, but I couldn't give you which song.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to pick like an exact song. It's just really more so the like you said, the vibe, what you thought. For me, it's got to be song as well. I agree. Like song music for me, we've talked about this before. Like I love music, what it does to my mood, all those different things. And I'm just like you, Vashti. I pick music based on my mood and how I'm feeling. So like one of my things I do on my ride to work is create playlists. That's like one of my fun things to do is like, all right, what mood am I in now? Let me create a playlist for that.
Hope that last song wasn't on it.
Okay.
No, it's not on my playlist. But sorry, Isaiah. If you ever see this, if we meet you,
Shout out
bro.
to Isaiah,
Like, no disrespect. Bro.
Isaiah know that song, not
We
a
just
banger.
got opinions. Look, we got opinions. But
You know.
yeah, it's gotta be favorite song because like for some songs, I can remember what I was doing at that exact time, how I was feeling, what was going on. Like that's how music is with me. So that's how I feel about it. All right. Let's go to if you had to relive your college days or your favorite vacation. Like the best vacation you've been to.
It's easy for me, man. I go on a lot of vacations, but college, man, take me back, please. Give me the college days immediately.
I completely agree with you. Nothing else to be said. College days
Nothing
were
else to be said, man.
amazing.
Just give me the college days.
Yes. Vash, how about you? You same?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right. Last one I'll do. Take me back. Oh, hold on. Panthers 2004 season or Panthers 2015 season?
You know the answer to this.
I know my answer, but I feel like Shad is.
No, I'm good. I'm rocking with 2015, bro.
Okay.
I'm an OG fan, but I'm gonna go with 2015. Hell,
I remember 2004.
Yeah.
I remember 2004 because I was in Charlotte and I was at UNC Charlotte. But 2015, I was grown and the city was lit.
You was in the streets.
He was outside. Vashti was outside.
Outside.
Every Sunday.
Bubble.
Yep. Come on.
After the game on Sundays, you catch the whole team in there.
Good times.
So yeah, 2015 was crazy.
2015 was definitely wild. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was fun. A great time. And
that's when I moved back to Charlotte too. So
it was right on time. Woo.
Yeah. Yep.
Right on time. I love it. 2015 Cam had that city rocking. Like where else would you see Jeezy and Future on the sideline? In Charlotte. Speaking of Jeezy, let's get into one of the things that happened recently. So Jeezy about to go on concert.
It happened already?
No, I think he just announced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he announced dates.
Okay.
He announced dates. So Jeezy, this made me feel real old because I remember when Thug Motivation 101 came out. Right, it's a 20-year anniversary this year. 20 years, and he's going on tour to do the album Thug Motivation. But he's not just doing a concert, right? Going on tour. It's a black tie symphony. Could you imagine going to go listen to some gangster trap music and you wearing a tuxedo with a whole bunch of other people wearing tuxedos and dresses and gowns? Like that, to me, it's a vibe.
Yes, it is.
Would y'all go? Would y'all attend? Are you interested in attending? Because he's coming to Charlotte.
Absolutely. I'm going. This is 1000% my vibe. Give me TM 101 in a tuxedo, black tie. I'm going. Sign me up 1000%.
He did this in Atlanta already, and
this is where that picture's from.
I heard it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what this picture is from.
It was
the
so
Atlanta
popular. One. Then he's made a tour out of it. But yeah.
I love it.
You talk about moments. I mean, Jeezy, come on, man. College, bro, come on. There's so many. It ties back to the questions you just asked. College, music, all of it in one, bro. Sign me up. I'm going when the tickets drop.
I love it. Yeah. This right here, I think to me just shows maturation, not only in like our lives, but then also maturation in his career. To go from like what he was talking about and trapping and all this, like all the different songs that he talked about, especially on that album, to now doing something like this with a symphony behind you, like everybody suited. Like I think it's just dope. It's a dope experience, and I gotta find a way to get there for sure, because that is fire. Vashta, would you go?
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I was trying to get to the one in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't make it work though.
Nah, I feel you on that. That one in Atlanta I heard was lit though, absolutely lit. So we'll see. I don't know where he's gonna do it in Charlotte, but we'll see what happens. But they just dropped some dates, so we're gonna try to make that thing happen. Question for y'all: speaking of, since we're being really honest today, and we're giving a lot of criticism, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Isaiah Falls. What were y'all thoughts on that reaction, that schedule release video from the Panthers last night? Can we be honest?
It was mid, bro. It was below mid, especially when you compare it to
below
others.
mid.
Yeah, it was.
It was good. Trash, borderline trash.
Yeah,
I was so disappointed. Like, this is what y'all give us. This is what y'all give us. I thought the only good thing about it was JC handing out citations.
That was good.
For not wearing your seatbelt. However, to give this man a safety belt vest to do it in, I just thought the execution was subpar. Like, you have actual police officers on your staff. You could have gotten him to dress in a uni. You could have done. I didn't like the voiceover with the Xavier thing. First of all, it's borderline offensive to me. All right. And then the voice didn't match up. It was just corny. It was corny. It's a reflection of change of leadership in their digital department. And no shade to some of the people I know, but I don't know whoever's green lighting this stuff. I don't know if they're the ones who really have a pulse on what is good. 1, 2, I also know that leadership or somebody in the front office does not want the team really taking shots at other teams.
That's not very obvious.
Media, not through anything. I remember at games, and y'all will remember when the opposing team would come out, they would play some Kenny G or something. I always chuckled at that. I thought it was cute. They made them stop that. No shots at opposite teams on social media. Like, in all of these reaction videos that people liked, except for the AI one, which I thought was really good.
That was solid.
You can take shots at your opponents without being tacky, and people actually like that. But this regime does not want any parts of that, and I think it stifles your creativity sometimes. And then when you have a contentious fan base like Panthers fans, like, they'll feed off of that, and you're not giving them anything to eat.
That's how you answered my question, because I was like, man, what has changed? Bro, the best one we had was the one when they had the throwback. I can't remember what year it was, but it was the throwback one they did, and they had the bike. I can't remember what year, but it was fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Since then,
That's when Nails and all of them were here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
since then, it has consistently been a downhill, and I don't know who's in the building. I don't know who, like you said, who's green lighting and all that. But there's a significant difference in the creativity and what they're doing up there. And as a creator and as somebody, you know, I just like, man, this is not it, bro. Like, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, but hey.
I completely agree with all y'all. What all y'all said. I think the biggest thing for me and the way I look at it is like there are certain like Super Bowl moments for creators, and the release schedule is like a Super Bowl moment for their creators, and you know it's going to happen every year. You know what I mean? And when I'm looking at like some of the other ones, like the Bills was really good. I think it was the Colts that took a shot at Tyreek Hill. A little distasteful, but he laughed.
I didn't think it was.
Well,
but go ahead.
You didn't think it was
I
distasteful?
mean, it was kind of distasteful, but who cares? You know.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, to each his own. They're yeah. So to each his own. But what I would say, like, a lot of people had Jaguars had Ashton Hall. You know, Ashton Hall went viral with his little morning routine thing. They used him, but it was more creative than what we had. Is what I'm trying to get to. What I'm trying to get to is like you could tell who spent money behind some of these ideas versus who's not spending money. And so my push on what you said, Vashta, is like I want to know who's greenlighting it, but then too, like, are we putting money towards these things? Because what we did was like we ain't go nowhere. Nothing. It was like literally everything that happened was in the stadium. Like it was no other scenes. Everything happened in the stadium. So it was like how much money. What was the budget for this particular situation?
There was
you know
no
what I mean?
Budget. There was no budget.
And for us to have
there was no budget.
And for us to have the third richest owner in the league, it's like this is how you get buy-in from your team. You know what I'm saying? This is how you get buy-in from your team. This is how you get buy-in from fans.
Yeah, it's a clear disconnect, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like they have no, and it goes beyond that, right? There's a lot of things that they're just like, who is in the building? Like, who are y'all talking to? Like, I know y'all be listening because I know they be listening. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of sprinkles of what they do. Look, I'm just being honest. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've seen a lot of things that they've cherry picked from what I do. So I know they watch.
Example, Shad.
Yeah, give us an example, Shad.
Give an example.
What do you mean? We don't know what you mean, Shad.
I'll give you a clear example. So on my show, I do these kind of coach resumes, and exec resumes. So like when we're getting ready to hire somebody, or I'll give like a graphic with the resume of the coach, and they've never done that on the website, like never. And then all of a sudden I see it. I've been doing it every year since they've been hiring coaches. Like it's been multiple years. And
you had a lot of practice.
I know that was the most clear and blatant thing that they've taken. Like I've seen, and it's cool, real record. I appreciate it. Like I know where you got it from. It's not a big deal. But I know y'all see what's going on. But it's like y'all not really listening to what's going on. Y'all hear it, but are y'all really listening?
I think
it's unfortunate.
I think it's a myth. I think what I would love to see, because I see it with a lot of other fan bases, of how a lot of teams utilize the content creators for those teams. And Panthers don't do that, and I feel like that's a miss. I feel like it's a miss because I think a lot of content creators have a strong fan base. And people who really listen into what they have to say or what they're saying or their reactions, all those different things. And I feel as though like with us being not a big market team, we should really create and build a community where all that is really happening. You know what I mean? Because all these big time people are like, I think the Bengals.
They paying other people to bring them in. Who was the guy that was all on the videos the other day? Yesterday.
Are you talking about who are you talking about? For the Panthers?
Some rapper who was posting all this Panther stuff.
It's on Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker,
yeah.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, I didn't even know he was a Panther fan.
You think he is?
Ain't no way they pay Sauce Walker like out of nowhere. Like you got the baby in your backyard.
Talk about it.
You got the baby in your backyard.
He is?
I've never seen Sauce Walker.
The man was in the locker room.
Why? I mean,
never
out of all
have I
people,
seen Sauce Walker wear a Panthers uniform or a jersey.
I mean, so you saying the same thing with Snoop Dogg with Bryce, or because he has a
Because
connection
he
with
wore the
Bryce?
jersey to the concert.
I'm just saying that was around the time where the draft was happening. It was around this time
Well, no, I
that
think
when it
wearing a
happened.
jersey to a concert is, but you have this guy with a Panthers helmet on, yelling outside of the stadium, all of that stuff. And then he's basically doing a promo from the locker room. These guys do not do this stuff without getting paid. This guy is not somebody who's been on social media known to be a Panthers fan. You got the other guy who breaks down the videos, who is clear, who has said he is a Panthers fan, right? What's his name?
Are you talking about Trey? He's a Tampa fan, I think. Tampa Bay
One of
Trey
those guys.
Sycamore from
No,
PFF.
no.
Oh,
It's somebody else. I have to find their names.
Okay.
But I've seen where he is a Panthers fan. But like y'all don't think that stuff is think that he just showed up at Bank of America Stadium?
I mean, look, I don't know. I can do some research on that.
I mean, if they paying though, they could have did better than Sauce Walker though. I mean, like,
Thank you. My point.
That's what I'm
saying. People are tone deaf. They're tone deaf.
Yeah. So just real quick before we move on, who would you all consider one of the teams that do this the best? Right? Like, give me like a top 3 that you think team wise who does this
release
whole
video.
Thing. Release videos.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop at the Chargers, because that's what I wanted to hear. The Chargers they're one of the only teams I know that have picked up a YouTuber and included them on their podcast network. That's the only time I've seen. It's not a big one either. They're not like the biggest channel in the world, but they have a podcast network on their site. If you go to their site, go to podcasts, there's a creator that had a YouTube channel, and they picked them up and integrated them into their situation. I don't know how it works. I don't know the terms of the deal or whatever.
Interesting.
But that just speaks to the point that they do this thing, right? They know they're kind of ahead of the game. And this podcast has been in existence with them for years. It's been at least probably 3 to 4 years now. So I say all that to say it's not coincidence, right? They know what they're doing. The Chargers do, and they're doing a good job with it.
It's all about innovation, man. It's all about being ahead of the curve, being ahead of the wave, right? Like understanding what the trends are, where it's going, and being ahead of it. That's why they seem so innovative and being proactive and not reactive. A lot of things that were happening, like, I don't know, like it's tough as a fan to watch, and I'm like, dang, like I understand that these people, that this is their career and they're working hard on that, you know what I mean? And I know Vashti may feel different about the blueprint and the training camp videos. I enjoy those, you know what I'm saying? But I do.
What are you getting? What are you getting? But like, you're not getting any inside stuff.
I think
the only thing you're getting are videos from practice.
But here's a fan's perspective versus your perspective, though, Vashti. Vashti, you get access to these players. You get a chance to talk with them, to interview them, on and off camera, right? As fans, we don't get that interaction. All we get is what's being posted, what you post, what Sheena posts, and then what the Panthers post. And so whenever we get any type of inside scoop of what's taking place, you're going to eat it up. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it's exciting. But for you, it's like, this ain't nothing.
I think that they can go further even with the blueprint.
Oh, I completely agree.
Because I feel like they could do more one-on-ones with your coaches. They can pick out storylines and focus on those storylines throughout training camp. They basically, HBO told you how to do it. Yeah. So anytime I watch the blueprint, I'm looking for stuff like, even when Bryce, the Hard Knocks play Old Boy Singing Love by Keisha Cole. Bryce did it the year before.
Exactly.
The Panthers didn't put it on Hard Knocks because they didn't want to pay for the licensing. That would have gone absolutely viral.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So little things like that. Like, we need to see the real behind the scenes stuff. I don't want to see a bunch of videos from practice and then a Dave Canales from a meeting, him cheering on. Like, you can pick out storylines. You can follow guys and ask certain questions. I need to see more player interviews. They don't really interview players in that series. They have unfiltered access, and I think that they're filtering it to what they give the fans way too much. I think that they're doing themselves a discredit.
I agree.
And if they want to, and I told them before, like somebody was like, well, what are your suggestions? No, you're not paying me for my suggestions.
Come on now. Come on
And
now.
you're not paying, and one of the problems is the people in that creative department, a lot of them do not have ties to the Carolinas and North Carolina or South Carolina. There are a couple.
About it.
There are a couple, but I think the decision, there are a few. Probably out of 10 or 15, there might be 2 or 3.
Wow.
I could, and this is me guessing.
Yeah.
But the ones who are making the decisions don't have Carolina ties. So they don't know what drives the fans, the culture. Like, there are so many missed opportunities. Like they could have really done some stuff to get fans excited. And one other thing, the schedule release, I didn't know this was so big until somebody who works for one of the major networks told me. From a scheduling standpoint, 1 is the Super Bowl as their driver, and 2 is schedule release day.
Wow.
That's 1, 2. And I'm talking about the 4-letter network. So number 1 is Super Bowl. Number 2 is schedule release day. That shows you how much attention people pay to that. And the Panthers just dropped the ball. Like, it's been
tough.
like year 2 or 3 that I've been like,
Yeah, it's been a couple
tough.
years since it's been bad.
Yeah, and I agree. The only thing that would have been known across anybody that's not a Panthers fan was the J.C. Horn. Like, no one knows about Chuba saying he lives in the gym unless you're a Panthers fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so many different things you could have. I was just yeah. It was tough. It was tough to watch and so short.
Corny.
It was just like I was like, this is it.
Like, and I know they wanted us to share it. They wanted us as like, I can tell when they want me as a media person to share something because they wanted to get. I'm not, for me to share it's got to be good. Right. And I will give you all the props in the world. And if it's not good because I'm not sharing it.
Look, if it don't move me, you can't use me. All right, like you're not posting that. But I get it. I get it. One thing before we close, I want to talk about the draft, NBA draft lottery. I'm not sure if y'all were watching and what happened with the NBA draft lottery, right? This is the only only organization that has a draft lottery. And the goal for the draft lottery was to make sure that teams do not tank to get the first round pick, right? Since they have had the draft lottery, the team that had the lowest record has not gotten the first pick, which is interesting. So whatever to them, it seems like it's working because of that. But when Dallas trades Luka to LA and you have a 1.8% chance to get the first overall pick, and it happens when Charlotte has a 14% chance and get 4th, please make it make sense. My question to you all is
that Utah and
right.
Yeah.
Washington.
Exactly. Absolutely. I was just talking about those 1 to 4, but 1, 2, and 3 as well. My question to y'all: do you feel as though it's rigged? Because to me, right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's giving rigged. Shot.
I don't know that it's rigged, but I just got a simple question: why don't they pull the balls?
And thank you
publicly. Like, why don't they just pull the ball out in front of everybody? Pause. Like, if it's, I don't understand, but bro, because when I watched the lottery, I was locked in, and when we got to the top 4, I was about ready to cash in. I was about to go buy all the colors of my Cooper Flag jersey. I was locked in, bro. I was ready.
You're a Duke fan.
I was ready. And then the first one when we come back from commercial, bro, I was heartbroken, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I want to be a Hornet. I was telling somebody, I was doing a lunch dinner at work. And I was telling somebody, bro, I want to be a Hornets fan. Like, I want to rock with the Hornets as much as I rock with the Panthers. But it's so difficult because they're so trash. And when you can't get some continuity and some good players, some talent, it's tough, bro. Nobody wants to go see the Hornets when they're this bad, this consistent. You know what I mean? So I was ready. Super disappointed. To answer your question, I don't know. I can't say that it's rigged because I have no evidence.
Yeah.
But at least pull the ball's paws publicly. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
we can see.
What about you, Vesha? Do you think it's there's something behind
I
there?
think one time is happenstance, right? 2 times it's a coincidence. 3 times we gotta start like calling it is what it is. And I'm not by nature a conspiracy theorist, but there have been too many times where like, do you remember when the Anthony Davis draft?
Yep.
Anthony Davis went to Hornets games wearing the jerseys. Hornets had a terrible record, but the Hornets were at the time were the league owned the Hornets while they were trying to find a new owner
Yep.
and make the team you know, appealing for potential owners, and they get the number 1 pick in the draft.
Absolutely.
The Dwight Howard, Emeka Okafor, like and then for Luka to go to the Lakers and then 1.8, come on, bruh. Like now you can't keep selling me stuff and then telling me it's not what it is
Come
when
on.
it's giving what it is.
Absolutely.
And so the NBA has a problem on its hands, and now fans have to start bullying them. And I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, well, where are the owners? Are they not saying anything? I thought when MJ was an owner, he would have at least the most cachet to get some stuff done. Didn't happen. So it's just like, I have to question the validity of the the lottery process.
I
And
completely
Shad brings
agree.
up a good point. If it's on the up and up, show us the balls.
Yes. Absolutely. I completely agree. I said the same thing. And it's tough because like I'm not really into the conspiracy theorist piece as well, but when you look at it, like you start to like as a Lakers fan, I see the writing on the wall, right? LeBron about to be out of the league. LA is a big market team. It is a cash cow for the NBA. What I think about, hey, you bring us Luka, we'll give you the first round pick. You can get Cooper. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Don't start.
As a Lakers fan, Shad.
Yeah.
As a Laker, look.
This man said,
As a Lakers fan.
As a Lakers fan, that's what I is. All right, but I still root root for the Hornets. I still root for the Hornets.
Nobody care. Nobody
As
care.
a
Nobody ask for
Lakers
your root.
fan.
Why
Right.
But you barely rooting for the Hornets. So what we talking about, Shad?
I ain't
But he
rooting
doesn't
for
have another
anybody.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't pledged his allegiance
And
to the
I
Lakers.
want to root for the Hornets. Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
I want to.
We
I'm
got
saying is,
Luka.
We do got Luka. We got Luka. Absolutely. We. It's not
right.
Look, why
That's
is it a bad? I
crazy.
told you how I became a Lakers fan
That's
because of Kobe
crazy.
and all that, and y'all still don't respect it. That's
That's
great. That's crazy to me.
wild.
That's crazy to me.
We got Luka.
We got Luka,
Shad.
bro. We got Luka. But yeah, I feel like it's rigged. It's trash. We had a lot more to talk about, but we're out of time. We'll probably get into a little bit later. Go ahead.
Bro, I didn't want to know. I wanted to know your thoughts on the schedule. Have y'all
We can
did I
talk
miss
about
that
it.
part?
No, you didn't. We can talk about it for sure. I got you. I'll pull it up right here.
Just
Yeah, go ahead. You want to talk about the schedule?
real quick.
Yeah.
What? 3 out of the 4 on the road?
Yeah.
Late bye.
I don't like that.
I mean, the Panthers, that West Coast trip kind of tough, but they legit could start 3-1.
And it's critical that they do.
Absolutely.
It's critical that they start 3-1 because after that, when you get to that Buffalo stretch,
yeah, Buffalo to Niners.
taking away the Saints. Yeah, I mean that's a tough one. That's the Rams, include the Rams on that too. Off a short week, that's tough up into the bye. So they got to start strong. You know what I mean? They definitely got to start strong, but it's possible. I think it's definitely possible for them to start 3-1. I need that one, at least one of those dubs to be that third game though, because I can't. I'm sick of Atlanta.
Yeah, the only one I'm nervous about out of those out of those 4. To be honest with you, it's gonna sound weird because everyone's like, "What?" It's the Cardinals.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's not what's weird about that.
Well, I mean, some people think that we do have their number. We have played well against them.
We smacking the Cardinals, bro.
Yeah, but when you get familiar with an opponent, sometimes they can surprise you and lose. And I think that's a game that we should not lose. But that's when I'm like, I need them to come correct on.
Sound like you're not drinking the Kool-Aid, bro.
Ooh,
Don't it though?
That's what it sounds like to me.
I appreciate that call out, bro. I respect that call out. Now I mean, bro, like let's keep it a buck. I'm dumb excited for this year. Super excited, right? I wanted T Mac, Nalo,
Yeah,
but I gotta stop, bro. It's hard.
Put some respect on his name, bro.
No, don't
I
even
know,
start that.
right? That man told y'all what
first
to
off,
call
first off,
him.
Shad,
Told you.
Shad,
I know.
Shad,
I do
don't
it.
start. I go pull clips.
I
Don't play
know,
with
right?
me.
I'll be the first
play
one
with me.
calling it. But I'll be apologizing, man. I'll be
Well, I
apologizing.
apologize, Nalo. But I love him, but I didn't think it was gonna happen. I'm glad it happened. I'm super excited for that. Jimmy Horn, he was on the thumbnail. Crazy excited for him.
Yeah,
Like I
for
feel
sure.
like yes, it was Rouse on air. Yes, it was rookie minicamp. But from what the videos I've seen, and Vash, I want to if you have any thoughts on that too, for what you saw in person, he just looks the part. He looks the
Yeah,
part.
we didn't see much, but I had some writers message me and say that, you know, he could be a Steve Smith like player with his
Here we go.
trajectory. I'm telling you, Shy, I didn't say it. I'm just telling you what a message that I got in my inbox from a sports writer. I'm just telling you what they're saying. But you know,
I hope
we
so.
didn't see
I hope so.
we didn't see
I
much
hope
at
so.
rookie minicamp. I'm gonna
Fair
tell
enough.
you that.
Fair enough.
It really was not much. And then we talked to Canales today.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a joint practice with the Browns. I hate fans can't be there.
Bruh.
This is
We
tough.
gonna
I
need
hate
y'all.
that.
We leaning on y'all heavy.
We leaning
I
all
heavy.
the way.
But you know what? Even now they gonna make it. Now they gonna be watching us even tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of those videos of the stuff that y'all used to be able to sneak from the stands, y'all not gonna have
Hold
any
up.
of that
Hold up.
anymore.
Not y'all. Hold on.
He said
Not y'all. I respected the rules. Okay.
Hey,
Rashad
nah,
of PMP
Shy had the
definitely
drone
did
out.
not. That
Not
was
you,
not me,
but
bro.
there were a lot of
Nah.
people who would sneak videos from the stands.
Not me. I respected all rules put in place. I want that to be clear on paper. I respected all the rules. You know what I mean? So listen, I think it sucks. So but we're gonna need y'all, man. We're gonna need y'all
Nah,
heavy.
big facts.
I'm leaning on y'all big time. You know what I mean? Because
Big
it's unfortunate
facts.
that we can't be there. So I think they did that on
Yeah.
purpose. What do you think, Vashta? You think they kept us out on purpose?
I mean, I think the announcement. I was shocked at the timing of the announcement. I think that if they really wanted to have an alternate plan, they could have. Even
been-
here in Charlotte,
It could have been a
they
stadium.
got a lot of field space at
Exactly.
UNC Charlotte too.
It could have
Yeah,
been a
so
stadium.
they could have made provisions, but I think it's easier for them logistically, from a logistics standpoint, for them to just have it at the stadium, and so they're just gonna have it at the stadium and not have fans there
That's tough.
for 2 years.
This is why and we talked about this the other week too, Vashav, like when the vibes are up, when people are super excited about what the Panthers have done this offseason, and like the energy is super high, and I don't want that to go down. Like I don't want people to fall off because you can't get that access. Which is why I'm like, yo, I hope that HBO comes and says we'll do Hard Knocks at Carolina.
That would be dope. Maybe they know
we
something
need
about
it.
I have advocated for that. Y'all know I went on my little maybe it's time to ramp it up again. Obviously the league really likes Xavier. You got Bryce as an up and coming star. Canales is a coach that is, you know, affable. So I think that the Panthers would be the perfect candidate. That would be a great what do you call it?
Consolation prize.
There you go.
Yeah, I completely agree. And they'll do it right. We'll get all the inside scoop.
Joint practice with Shador.
But even
in Charlotte.
But Canal said they're trying to get Houston and
he wants to do a joint practice with every team they play against. but they've only confirmed the one against the Bills.
To see Shador, man, come on. This is
So yeah, I mean, come on, HBO, turn us up.
look, turn us all the way up. I said it earlier. I was like, yo, one thing I'm noticing, and this is my like, if we're gonna put it on the conspiracy theory hat real quick. One thing I'm noticing from a lot of other teams that the Panthers are not doing right now is posting a lot of OTA footage. Like I've seen like Anthony Richardson throw. I've seen Shador. I've seen all these other players, and I'm like, yo, why are the Panthers quiet? And I tweeted this earlier, and I'm like, it must be a hard knock life. Like I feel like is HBO around the corner? Like can they not post up because HBO? I don't know, but I would love HBO to pull up the Panthers. We talked about this a while ago when they first said that the Panthers were an option. It's got to happen for the fans. For the fans. Vashta, do you have a record prediction, or is it too early for you to say?
No, I don't do record predictions.
This is the same person that when we did the predictions
Right.
last time and was cooking us.
Picking
I don't
them
want to
all
hear that.
right.
I don't
He
want to
was
hear that.
cooking.
Well, I
Don't
do
mess
week
up.
to week predictions.
Okay, we'll do
only
week to week.
because you forced my hand, but I don't do record predictions.
But she doesn't force my hand. But she was out here cooking. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
Cooking us up, bro.
Yeah.
Cooking
What
us.
are y'all's record predictions? I know, Shad. I know y'all probably gave one on PNP.
Yeah, we did. I think my record prediction was 10 and 6, 10 and 7. What is it? Yeah, I had 10 wins.
Is that 10 win include winning the division?
It should. I think it did. We looked at the other division schedules. I think Atlanta got it pretty. I think Tampa got it tough. I don't know if Tampa gonna win the division. Their schedule was kind of tough. I think Atlanta, it's a little mid. I think getting 10 wins is enough to win a division. It is. I think it'll be enough, but I don't know.
It should, yeah.
I don't know.
It's all up to Bucks and how they play.
Yeah, I think the Kool-Aid is mixed right. I'm ready to go. I think this is it, man. I think we ready to go, man.
Y'all drink this Kool-Aid every year.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep drinking. Look, listen. I think the vibes are up. I love what Canales is doing. I ain't got nothing to complain about. As a fan, I literally have nothing to complain about. I can nitpick, but
what's the use? What's the use right now?
That wild card Evero for me, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I agree. I would agree, but I think getting Derrick Brown back alone is just going to do wonders. Just getting him back in isolation is crazy, right? You get him, and then all the other additions. I think we're going to be fine.
Look,
I'm good, man. Listen, as a fan, I ain't got much to be picky about. They've invested a lot of money on that defense.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works out. I love getting T-Mac. I think that was, me, I was pounding the table for T-Mac. Even when nobody else wanted him. Yeah, I wanted T-Mac from the jump because I think it's important that you need that Bryce get his weapons.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You got a young quarterback that needs weapons, and we watched last year all those. There's a montage I saw going around TikTok with all the drops. It was like a minute long, which is nothing.
It was
but
like
drops.
2 minutes.
2 minutes long with nothing but drops.
Look,
you know what I mean. So we need to get my guys some weapons.
Xavier.
It wasn't even just him.
It wasn't just him.
It was him, Trimble,
the receivers,
David Moore.
period.
He was probably about a good minute worth of them though, but it wasn't just him.
I think he's gonna have a good year. I think he's a dark horse.
Too.
I think he's a dark horse. I think he got something to prove, and he's gonna have a good year. I really do. And I'll drink the Kool-Aid on that. I do think he's gonna have a great year.
I like the wide receiver group. I like the offense, the continuity in the offensive line. We straight, man. We good. I'm happy.
He said, "Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries."
I'm happy.
Hey,
just gotta coach it up. That's it.
Evero, you have no excuse, big dog. You have no excuse. Well, first off, I want y'all to put respect on Dan Morgan's name because my boy cooked all offseason. He even tricked me into thinking they were going defense. We talked about this before on one of the pods. I think you were off. You weren't on this one yet, Vashta, but we talked about T-Mac. And then we're like, well, he's probably going to go Jalen Walker because this, that, and the third. Go ahead, Vashta, before I continue.
Why did y'all get tricked into that? Dan Morgan never said anything about the Panthers going defense. This was something that was pushed by the media. The media pushed Jalen Walker. The media pushed the defense was so terrible. The media pushed this is the route that the Panthers were going to go in.
So
even I thought they were going to go defense.
Yeah, you're right.
Dan Morgan never was like, yeah. Matter of fact, he was leaving a press conference, his pre-draft press conference, and I didn't post about this because and I should have known then. He was like, everybody thinks we're getting Jalen Walker. I don't know why, and I'm like, I just thought he was yeah, it was off the record, y'all. This is a little nugget, it's a little off the record thing. But he was walking out, he was like, everybody thinks we're going Jalen Walker. I don't know why, and I'm thinking. And okay, he just said that, but still, everybody was like Jalen Walker, and he basically told us like we're not going. And also, I should have known. The other thing I should have known, when they announced the Panthers, I found out the Panthers decided at the last minute that they were going to the draft after the players who were going to be in the green room were announced, and Jalen Walker was not in the green room. These are all things that 2 and 2 should have been put together.
Oof. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So there you go.
Hey.
I should have been like, nah, they not. I should have said it.
You should have, yeah.
But no, I don't really, I don't really.
You didn't have to say what you heard. You could have just been like, I have an inkling.
Yeah.
But that's very interesting. But I think the reason that people thought so is because of the fact that Dan said, "Hey, I defense is a priority for us," and I feel like everybody was like, "Oh, defense," but we can walk and chew gum. Like we can do both. We can go get defense, but we can also get offense as well. So I love it. I love the draft. I love the offseason. So my Kool-Aid, I got all the ingredients out. Vashti,
you got to mix them.
You
got to mix them
slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's OTAs is still here and everything. So, I'm gonna take my time. Well, like I'm gonna take my time on this one a little bit, I'm gonna let this one marinate a little bit. Cause last time, I drank it too quick, you know what I'm saying? And, since I'm getting in big bro status in terms of the age group and all that stuff, you gotta learn, Why you looking at me like that, Vashti?
How old are you, Carlo?
I'm old. How old do you think I am?
Old enough, he said.
I don't know. I thought Big Bro was like to 33.
Yeah, Big Bro was to either, I think he said 34.
Oh, 34.
Yeah.
You're not 34?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm in Big Bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
you on the cusp.
I didn't say all that. I said I'm in Big Bro.
Fair enough. The cusp.
I said I'm in Big Bro. We ain't got to worry about no cups right now. You know what I mean? We ain't. I'm big. I'm in that age group. Either way, I'm excited. Kool-Aid, all the ingredients is there. You know what I'm saying? So when I turn up, you'll know when the Kool-Aid is being sipped because I'm gonna come with some energy. So you know how that is. But yeah, look, it's been fun. We had a lot more to talk about. We'll get into it next week. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. We got about 100-something people in here. So make sure before y'all go, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you never miss when we go live. Also, one thing I'm doing is if you are interested in being a moderator for the Pregame podcast, make sure y'all drop a comment. Just put like a 4. 4 is my favorite number. So drop a 4 in the chat. I'll make sure I make you a moderator. Also, we're starting a Discord. So it's going to be called the Pregame Network. So if y'all want to join the Discord, let me know. This is an opportunity for you to interact with us. Also, drop in some videos that you want us to react to live on the stream. We can do that as well. But we'll see y'all next week, 7:30. We out. Peace.